are underway from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
A seasoned veteran. We're seeing more chapters being added in Stafford's decorated career. Secured a Super Bowl ring, remains a respected leader, and his stats, they're better than ever. Now we just continue to watch him climb the ranks of the NFL's all-time passing leaders.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, LA! Allen Robinson, 71 yards. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he gets the... Good for a gain of 5. Herbert off of play action. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, this is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Touchdown! Jake Ferguson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, back to Fournette. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coach. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. Some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the red zone now, Stafford. He's got the connection to Moore. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
7-7, our score after. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
Fournette will score. Touchdown, L.A. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight line and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, the slam complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Herbert throwing again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Jake Ferguson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. L.A. readies for its next possession. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And take it right on the 30. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Herbert. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On first down, Justin Herbert looking left side. He's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack on first down, Herbert, he throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. First down, Saints. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On second and goal, Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stafford. Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes a catch. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A final shot before the break, Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Taking it about the 1. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37th.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards and time on second down.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. This is caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Pick up a 15 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here we go with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Stafford. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Stafford on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down in midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They keep it with Fournette on first down. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 44, Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Now a first down throw, Stafford. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now it's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
By the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Down to about the 23. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. 1st down Rams. Stafford. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown the point after, but a little consequence in the ending as this one's now over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth. But